Hello everyone, Tdraguuno here, and today we'll be reviewing the Five Nights at Freddy's Office set with Golden Freddy. Looking at the packaging, you got Golden Freddy here, looks nice, and here's you get the middle part of the office, and the doors come with, I was about to say Freddy, Foxy and Chica. I don't know where to find these two. I look online, they're way too expensive, or sold out. GameStop near me, I can't find it. It's just not available. I did find Golden Freddy in the middle office set, which is probably the most important piece, but eventually, hopefully, I'm able to find a Foxy and a Chica to complete the office set, and eventually a Freddy and Bonnie, because I can't find these two either. And they're supposed to be individuals, I think. They don't come with anything. Which is actually weird, because shouldn't Bonnie come with a guitar? But anyways, this is the back of the box. Golden Freddy's eyes appear to glow and jump scare action. Alright, without further ado, let's open this up. In the box, you get another one of these backgrounds from the FNAF 2 office. Even though that Golden Freddy's from FNAF 1, they still give you a background for the FNAF 2 office. Just funny. I recently made a video about Mango, and Mango came with this bigger second office, so I recommend keeping these for displays. Just sit this back here. Here's Golden Freddy in the packaging. Looks like we got some wires to cut. Oh, and here's the back part. Here's the floor. Looking old and scraped up. I like this weathering detail showing the pizzeria in its old age. Classic Chuck E. Cheese checker floors. I guess these are separate pieces like that, huh? Okay. So here we just have Golden Freddy. I don't think he has any wires, it's just plastic holding them together. Golden Freddy looks okay. There's some weird things going on with him. I don't quite understand why. I noticed Freddy has this big black mark right here. I think the nose should be about right here. It seems like it's elongated. It has a big black mark here. And besides using black, it seems like that there's some brown going on, like a dark brown with the ears, inside the ears, and the eyelids. Which I guess they did that for the eyelids to be able to see, but I don't know. I think it would be creepier if it was just black, or if he didn't have eyelids at all. I'm used to seeing Golden Freddy without any eyelids. It's just black soulless eyes. And if there's white little pupils in there, it's just a void of darkness and black void and white pupils. I feel like it kind of takes away from the scary vibe to him. Other than that, overall sculpt looks good. Hat looks accurate. I mean, Golden Freddy is just a yellow bear, so you can't really go wrong too much. I've heard some people not like the color that Golden Freddy is. Say it's too yellow, and it should be more golden. And I agree there should be some golden dark areas, but I think there needs to be... I think he's too clean. I think he's too clean. That's where I'm getting at. He should be a lot dirtier, considering he is a broken animatronic that is usually sitting down, slumped over, until he jump scares you. And the same goes for FNAF 2 as well. Just a very dirty animatronic. He comes with a mic. Can you take that mic out of his hand? Okay, yeah, it is a removable piece. Alright, the mic is the one accessory that Golden Freddy comes with, but it just seems kind of basic. There's no silver part of the mic, it's just like a basic black piece with mic. I think the set was $25. I think they could have put a little bit more detail in the mic. That's just a solid black piece. But usually Golden Freddy doesn't have a mic in his hand. Usually he's just kind of slumped over. He doesn't really have a mic. So I guess it's not too much of a big deal. I don't know. I feel like we're losing a scare factor here. Again, for how clean he is. He's got peg holes for his feet, so he could stand on one of the peg holes. Does the let's move on to the background with the office actually. Because looking at the floor, I don't feel any peg holes. So I don't feel any peg holes on here. If there's peg holes on the feet. Huh. But I still like this office set. This floor is a nice piece, nice display piece, and I will be using that. But yeah, I don't see any peg holes on here. Or little pegs. So you can put where you can put his feet on. I don't see any of that. See, let me check, because I have the other toy animatronics here from the World of FNAF series. Okay, they do have peg holes. Interesting. They have peg holes, but no pegs, no stands to peg them in. Interesting. Looking at the main office, $25. This is a decent piece. Yes, there could be more detail on the desk and underneath the desk. Maybe some silver for the middle areas to look more metallic. Like an office standard hollow metal, or maybe some more degrading on the walls and such. But $25 for an office set. This is the main part. It still looks pretty decent. I love the Celebrate poster, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, and you got the other posters here all collaged together. That's really nice. And you have a whole bunch of FNAF screens. You get a whole bunch of screens, including, I think, if I can get it, I think that one is the, if I can get it, the focus. That's the Freddy death scene when you lose and your body is stuffed into a Freddy animatronic suit. Right there. So these cameras are nice. Although, I don't remember these things being sitting here in the actual office, but it's a nice detail. And again, basic plastic for the fan. Could have been some silver or white going on at the rims. Like a regular office fan. Could use a little bit more detail, but for the price, not bad. Nothing a couple of paint jobs can fix. Like I got the wires on the side here. Really cool. Nice display piece. On to assembly. Guess you just put it right in the middle here. Just plug it in like so. Alright, takes a little bit more force to plug in. Okay, the back's not going in. Oh, this is really tight. Okay, I got it on tight enough. Here is the office. And assumably, Golden Freddy would just be sitting right here. Well, obviously not like that, but somewhat sitting, slumped over, looking at you, waiting for you to click a button so he can crash your game. Now, I know this would be difficult, but I wish there was some way to actually have Golden Freddy in his regular slumped over pose. And with articulation the way that it is, that's not really going to be possible with no matter which way they articulate a figure. The only way you can possibly get Golden Freddy in an accurate sitting pose would be, he has to be completely bendy wire. Plastic and bendy wire. And speaking of Golden Freddy being slumped over, this is going to lead me into my other case with articulation. And the one gripe I'm going to have with Golden Freddy and the rest of the animatronics, I do not favor these jump scare mechanics. I can really do without it. I feel like this is a hindrance on the articulation, and I kind of wish Jazwares would retire this gimmick, because it's fun for a while, but when you keep using it and you realize that, I kind of wish that I didn't have to press this button in order to move Freddy's mouth, or Bonnie's mouth, or Chica's mouth. I wish that I can just move this and have it open, and instead of this jump scare mechanic moving the arms can move freely, and maybe have a neck joint where he can look to the left and to the right without, having with these arms and his whole body. I just thought about this. Golden Freddy can only put the mic in his right hand and not the left hand. Does that mean that Freddy and Golden Freddy are right-handed this whole time? Never really knew that. But yeah, this stick in the back, we can kind of get rid of this. The jump scare mechanic was a fun gimmick for the moment, but now it just seems unnecessary. And even if they kept the jump scare mechanic that moves the arms and the jaw, I feel like this section right here is just like solid plastic. I feel like we could put a joint at the waist, have them turn. I feel like we need to do something. Just without that head movement, it kind of gets rid of the whole creepy animatronic aesthetic when they have to turn their whole body instead of just their head. Like if you turn around, he can't turn his head. Also, I would be careful with the ears here because if you pull on this too hard, these might break off. As that mechanic, legs move up about this much, and the knees are gonna bend. Worse than 90, but that's okay because this is an animatronic, and animatronics typically don't have the best articulation because they're animatronics. This is fine. Unless you want Golden Freddy to do some type of fighting stance. But we can get a splits off of here, thanks to the drop down ball joints down here. We can swivel the feet and at the knees. We can bend at the ankles. Not really much of a pivot, but we can bend the ankles and turn them around. We can also bend the arms at the elbows. So far, no joints feel too tight and nothing's too loose, so that is a good sign. Right? Smooth rotation. And here at the wrist, spin, easy. Bending, folding, good. Same with this side, should be. This one is a little bit tighter. Alright, there we go. Spin, spin, bending. Everything's good there. Now I do know sometimes if you have the joint mechanic open and hold the mouth open and let the button go. Okay, it's not doing it for Golden Freddy. I know sometimes when you do that, you can actually keep the jaw open. But that seems to not be the case for Golden Freddy. I know I can do that with Toy Bonnie. If I keep the mouth open like this, press the button, release the button, then his mouth actually stays open. I don't know why Toy Bonnie is exclusive doing this. I think he's the only one I've been able to do it for. Let's see. Toy Chica. Yes, Toy Chica can kind of do it. Her mouth is slightly open. Okay. Golden. Toy Freddy is... Let's see if he can do it. No. He won't do it. Yeah, there's something with the Freddys that every time you try to open their mouth, try to gape it wide, but they won't keep it open. Shuts every time. I don't know, it's just a Freddy thing, apparently. But besides the jump scare mechanic, overall articulation is pretty good. Paintwork for a, well, $10 figure. As a figure is $10 with this set of the Office 25. Still pretty good. But yeah, I wish they would stop doing this. In comparison to Golden Freddy, I have an infamous Funko figure that people kind of love and hate, probably. And it's Springtrap. The Springtrap that people probably are not fond of the face. And probably plus the articulation, because mine is definitely, with the arms, are a lot looser now. It's one downside. Too much movement is going to cause him to pop off. Is it me, or is Golden Freddy looking taller than Springtrap for some odd reason? I don't know. I feel like Springtrap should be slightly taller. Granted, he is a human. It just kind of looks weird. I always thought Springtrap was slightly taller than Freddy, as opposed to Bonnie being taller than any Freddy. But yeah, this is where I can pick out what things that are done right and wrong. Articulation, when it comes to the joints, this is the right way to go than these, because these, as you see, are a lot looser. Can't even really hold it anymore unless I pose it a certain way, like that. But you know, it's just gonna flop right down. So yeah, Jazwares, good job with articulation, except for this jump scare mechanic. This jump scare mechanic is a hindrance, because with Springtrap not having a jump scare mechanic, look what I can do. Yeah, you see that? Watch this, it's gonna be crazy. Jazwares, look at this. Wow. Full 360. Now watch this. He can look up just a little bit, right? Look at that, looking up. You see that, Golden Freddy? You see that? Head articulation. Alright, not much going down. We're not looking down too well, but hey, we got this swivel, we got this spin, we got everything that we mostly need out of it. His head twitching. And I'll give another point to Funko, where Springtrap obviously is much dirtier and grimier. Now, Golden Freddy was never really as dirty as Springtrap, but still dirtier than this shiny, brand new golden looking form. So yeah, there's some pluses and minuses. Look and articulation probably here, but the minor thing with these joints, articulation with these joints are better, except for the jump scare mechanic. So it's almost like they're both kind of 50-50. They're kind of balancing each other out. Both have pluses and minuses. But Jazwares, I know you can do better and absolutely defeat Funko. As you see, the joints come off very easily and beat them to death. Golden Freddy, why are you showing no teeth? I don't know, is his mouth supposed to be closed like that all the way? I thought with Golden Freddy, with any Freddy, it's like about here maybe, with teeth. His teeth are all the way closed up in his mouth. I thought it was like this. Like a little bit of a gap right there. That seems like Freddy. This seems like Freddy is just like, just, He's putting his mouth all the way covering his teeth. Yeah. I think that's the best pose I'm gonna get Golden Freddy in. That's the best I can do. His face looks like, bruh, really? Really? Bruh. Freddy just looks so done with life. He's like, what is this? Michael. Overall, I think this is a charming little set. And I think it would be better if I did complete it by adding the doors, by eventually finding Foxy and Chica to make it complete. But overall, $25, really nice set. Golden Freddy could be better, but still decent enough. And it's a great addition to the FNAF collection. Again, I know I sound like a broken record, but I wish Jazwares would get rid of that jump scare mechanic. It's kind of old and tired. Just like Golden Freddy and Springtrap. Old and tired. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think this set was worth it? I think it's pretty worth it for the price. Do you like this version of Golden Freddy? Do you think that they'll do better, that Jazwares will do a better Springtrap than Funko? Tell me in the comments below. So tell me, do you like the jump scare mechanic? I don't know, some people may actually like it. They may like the gimmick. But hey, who knows? But that'll be all for this action figure review. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more toy news and action figure reviews. A great rest of your day, and I have one more thing to show you. We do have a minifigure of Golden Freddy sitting down properly. Yeah, I think you're gonna need something like SH Figure Arts or Figma to make Articulation or an animatronic like that. But that'll be all. Bye everyone, take care.